in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Washington Redskins.
We go! 70, Indy. There's a party now. There's a party now. Greystone, travel.
Here's Johnson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Johnson going deep for Diggs. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Hey, echo.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Check, 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 check.
5.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
He finds Robinson, and they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense, Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Let's get it.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Got it. 64. Ready?
Johnson now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass in just under 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's airing it out for Sanu. He's got a man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Johnson operating from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like...
Now heavy Redskin pressure, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ready?
58 to Mike. I got you, Pop.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Now.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Johnson throwing on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Johnson now throwing again. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Johnson to throw on second down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Johnson operating from the gun. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And this one brought in by Sanu. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Coming this way, here we go.
Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Shoves him aside. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Kirk. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
On the 7.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
90, Wolf.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go, go.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike.
Get it.
2nd and 1. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Off the play fake. Johnson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
218, chop, lead grip.
Here's Johnson. Gonna throw again. Caught by Sanu. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Come on, the ball.
Flipper.
Under 10. 10.
Hey, zoom. Snap.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hustle, hustle.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Ready.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Hey, box truck.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Johnson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. He looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 6. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 18.
1st down, Dallas.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Shows his strength at the 50. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson, 50 yards. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Johnson. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Check 43.
Now Johnson to throw again. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson got him in. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Lawrence Guy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 2nd down.
54. Mike, 54. Coming.
Protein spill.
Kill.
5.
Here's Johnson throwing again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Robinson's got it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. A gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, 58.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw. Johnson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Everyone, you got 4 down. Check. Check out. Let's go.
Johnson now throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got Sanu. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Check three. 61, matchbox, lights, 5.
Now Johnson off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
He's coming. We got double.
Get it.
Johnson going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.